You've been wondering why you're here, who I am, why I'm doing this to you. So guess. If you guess right, I'll tell you. By the old gods and the new, I swear. You win the game. If you can figure out who I am and why I'm torturing you, and I win the game if you beg me to cut off your finger. You think I'm some sort of a savage? If you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. I win.
Welcome to this podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Same Different Day podcast. My brother, Chris.
Different day.
How's it going, brother?
What it do, kid?
I'm still tired from this weekend.
Oh. Is it over yet?
Oh, I never wanted to go back to work so bad.
Very true, man.
Ridiculous.
On Saturday night, put you to sleep.
Listen, call me a casual all you want. I don't care. That shit was boring.
Yeah.
I've been watching fights for fucking over a decade. All times of night, no matter what country they were fighting in. I don't want to hear that shit, man. That shit was boring.
Word, man. These two guys got gifted the opportunity to put step onto a big stage, and they collapsed miserably.
Yeah, I mean, apparently the opportunity was only for Gane because Dana acted like Rozenstruik was sent out there as a fucking sacrificial lamb, yo. That shit was wild, bro.
No mention of his totally bad performance.
He bashed Gane for not seizing the moment and basically abused Rozenstruik by saying, "Why didn't you knock him out like Francis Ngannou did?"
Yeah,
That's
disrespect. Nice. I mean, it is what it is, man. Call it how you see it.
Yikes!
I get the feeling Rozenstruik is on his way back to kickboxing.
Quite possibly, man, because it didn't look too good Saturday night. I don't even think there's too much to discuss in that fight.
Really isn't. I mean, at the end of the day, they basically shit the bed. It was a main event. It was free. It was their opportunity. Nobody did anything. They just circled around each other. But, I can't knock Gane because he was winning.
Right, yeah.
Why do something stupid like
he definitely won't be in the main event again. He's going to be in the Nah. Yeah, I don't think so. Give him another 3-rounder. Give him a co-main. Put him in a 3-rounder. And that's it, man.
Probably.
Perform in that 3-rounder, and then we'll give you another main event. But I don't want to see that for 5.
You'd be surprised. Comes out his next time, destroys the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
All we'll remember is he got that win. He didn't lose, And that's why Dana's post-fight stuff stood out to me so bad, because I was like, how about Rozenstruik? He just got, came off the loss and bounced back against JDS.
Yeah.
Why did you not care that he didn't try to do anything when he was clearly losing? The 5th round, you're getting destroyed by now. You're clearly losing on every scorecard for every round. How about you just go wild?
I like you said, that was a Gane showcase, and he didn't showcase a damn thing.
And Rozenstruik acted like the lifeless body I guess he was supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah. He looked lifeless out there, zombie walking. I don't know. Gane didn't take advantage, though.
That's for sure. Neither did we. We both got 2 right. That's it. I got Alex Caceres. Yeah. Alex Caceres over Kevin Kroom. Even though I gave in to kind of feeling like I had made a mistake after the pod last week, and you can see that in the editing. I guess I was right. Alex Caceres.
Hold up. I ain't get no 2. I got 3, fool.
Holy shit!
Oh, yeah, you're right.
My underdog hit. I hope you catch that one.
But does Gane really count as a win? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if it counts as a win for him, you're damn right I'm taking that one.
I respect that. Yeah, I get it. Man.
Next fight up. What you think of the Ankalaev and Krylov fight?
Hey, not only we both got this right, but I remember you did call it. You said you saw it going to decision. It was decent. But I guess I was expecting Ankalaev to come out and try to knock his head off.
That's what I was expecting. Yeah.
I think it was a technical fight, but, the right guy won.
First round, he scared me, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
First round, he scared me a little bit. I don't know. But, I mean, he fixed it up, came out second round strong, finished up in the third round, and looked how he should have from the beginning. Yeah. And he got the decision.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like I said, it ends up becoming a win down the road. You don't really look at it again.
Yeah.
For long, and continue with your career. I like him. I think he's got a bright future. We'll see what comes of that. Down the card, what is it? Myra? I mean, not for nothing.
Myra, it don't matter. It ended up being a damn draw because she wants to grab a cage.
Wow.
Don't we practice this?
Asshole.
There's a lot of discussion about should that be a point right away or a warning. Not for nothing. I get an eye poke maybe, a kick to the groin if you're trying to throw a leg kick, something like that. But grabbing the cage, I mean, we all know that's a rule. Come on. I mean, just think about it. You can't grab the cage to stop somebody from taking you down.
Got to get a point taken. I
agree.
I have money on her, and you got to get a point taken.
I agree. Absolutely.
It was disappointing, but yeah, man, you got to get a point taken for that. You can't grab the cage. It was disappointing to see.
Yep, and that lost her the fight.
Very
and you
true.
know what? In this sport, that hurts because that's like the win bonus, show bonus.
Oh, yeah. That
draw hurts. Half your money gone. Was it worth it to grab the cage? I doubt it.
Nah.
But not for nothing, she looked like shit anyway. Even though she would have won without that, she still looked like shit.
That was a scary decision to a draw.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have been surprised if they gave it to the other girl. Somebody might call me crazy for that, but I mean, I wouldn't even have given a shit really because it sucked and she looked like shit. And the fact that she would have won a fight where she looked that bad says what it needs to say about her opponent.
Yeah, very true.
But let's get through this as soon as possible, please, because I just want to put it behind me.
Yeah, this card was horrible. What are you going to do?
But funny enough, in this next one, congrats, you're underdog of the week.
Oh, fight of the night.
But
clearly.
I said, right? I was like, this could have been the co-main.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, it could have been the main.
It could afterwards. Speaking after the fact, 100%, it could have been the main event.
100%.
Yeah, they both gave it a hell of an effort. It was a scrap. We see those calf kicks come back to play again.
Those calf kicks. Whoo! Well, shout out to Jimmy Rivera because, I know I talked a lot of shit, but boy, howdy did he show some fight, man. Not a lot of people were throwing those punches on those legs.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought we'd see a lot more wrestling.
Oh.
And I think the calf kicks are just like changing the game.
Yeah. Yep.
It's, be honest with you, it's like a little annoying, but I get it. I want to see the fight, but I get it, I get it. And if it's effective, it works.
Exactly. Stop
it.
What
are you going to do?
Stop
it. All it takes is it to happen in or to a Conor McGregor fight, and then the whole industry's doing it now. Now everybody's throwing calf kicks, even though Conor wasn't the one who did it. Because it happened to him.
Right.
It was so prominent that the whole industry's doing it now.
Get it how you live until they figure out a way to answer it, man.
Shout out to Michael Bisping on the broadcast who said, I think we're in the ultimate calf kicking championships now.
Oh, damn. Fuck it. It is what it is, man. Get those dubs. Everybody, get those dubs.
Yeah, that was a good scrap. That was worth watching. It was the best thing of the night, that's for sure. And good hit by you, another L by me. We lost the Angela Hill fight. It's a shame.
Yet another one goes down.
I always feel bad for the fighters when it's so last minute and, they didn't do anything that fucked it up, like miss weight or, collapse from the ridiculous weight cut or something like that afterwards.
Yeah.
But, I mean, especially when it's like COVID shit, that sucks.
They're supposed to have rescheduled it in a couple weeks. They're good. They'll make that money.
Yeah.
They'll get to go out there, showcase. We'll be talking about it again.
What an adrenaline dump, though.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, at least they got it rescheduled.
I mean, for however much adrenaline you had to fight Ashley Yoder.
I'm pretty sure they were both very excited to step into the octagon.
Yeah, nobody else was. Nobody else was. Fuck that. Nah, but I like Angela Hill a lot. I was hoping we'd see her fuck Ashley Yoder up, but yeah, whatever. You know, I didn't lose any sleep over losing the fight, but I do feel bad for them, and hopefully they get that rebooked soon enough and get that money.
Yeah. Last one up.
Yeah, man. Alex Caceres, Kevin Kroom.
The dominance over Kevin Kroom.
When's the UFC going to stop feeding Alex Caceres prospects?
Apparently, that's exactly what this was, man, because Kroom didn't look good in there either. I don't know what it was. He never fully committed on anything.
Something weird about all of this still, you know? I mean, I get that they're probably having a little more people in there than they were originally, but I don't know. It's just different. You know, yeah. I feel like I don't want to make another, excuse for Conor, but I just feel like it made a difference in that fight. 20,000 just screaming, 15,000 of them Irish. All of a sudden it's like, I don't know, 1,500 people in an arena that fits 20,000, which I don't know if that's worse than being empty.
It's not, because you've seen what it can be. The garden be rocking.
It may not be worse than being empty for us. Like
right.
we can hear a pretty good amount of fans still, and it adds to the experience. But right. I wonder for the fighters what it's like. It's still different. It's spread out like crazy, and
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to take a business trip and attend one of these events. Even though I'm not really down with the whole sticking a swab to my brain thing.
Yeah, that's not happening. I don't go anywhere where I have to be tested to enter. I'm good. I mean, I'll eventually try to get some tickets from work or whatever, and we can go to like one of the suites in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, they're still gonna stick a swab up your nose.
But that's the point. I have to wait till that sort of winds down.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Hold on. So, how they allowing fans in Vegas?
I think a certain amount. Yeah.
Oh, they gotta loosen that cap.
Whoever the fight was before Conor, they had like 900 people or something that night, and I remember Dana White saying that they were gonna like double it to 1,800 for Conor and Dustin. Yes. I think that's what they did. I think, but I'm
hoping it's a little more than that, man. This UFC 259, you need a whole packed arena for that.
Bro, here's the thing, right? I love the UFC, and I've been to some crazy, crazy events. But it's just a little too long, not for nothing. I mean, just to be in the closed arena for 8 hours, 9 hours, it's brutal. So I don't really give a shit. Like, I'm good. Like,
that's because we want to be at the whole shit. But I'm saying, if you got it like that, then just, watch it at a bar and then show up for the last 3.
I get to control the attendance here.
Very true.
And that matters a lot to me. So, yeah, I have no interest. No interest. I'm good. I have enough things at home. I have a nice TV in the living room to watch it on, wherever it may be, in the pod studio, whatever. But I just have no interest right now. And I don't want to, deal with anything crazy. I'm not trying to have nobody do something stupid around me,
Very true.
Not in the mood for it. And I feel like this is, I guess if you ever wondered what a prison sentence was like, I've sort of lived it since last March. Not in that it's been bad or anything. I like being home, but
you kind of just run on demon time 24/7.
You get like an hour a week, and Maybe. Other than that, you do everything in the confines of this building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I feel it.
I think this is affecting a lot of people out there. Did you see this? I mean, how did you not, right? What the fuck is going on with Khamzat Chimaev?
Yikes! I think anybody's guess is as good as the next one, man. First, he's retiring. Then Dana comes out, says he's not retiring. Then I hear he definitely wasn't retiring because the Chechnyan head of state said he couldn't.
Oh, shit.
What's up with that? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it'll get cleared up within the next couple of days. Hey, I was talking highly about him. I want to see him back in there.
Yeah, man. I get it. I agree. He was looking dominant, 2 weight classes. I was excited to see. I've never seen anything like this. I really haven't. But you know what I think the point is that people aren't considering? As much as COVID is having a physical effect on people, obviously people are dying. I'm not underestimating that in any way. And even the people who survive are having lasting effects that are fucking them up, frankly, and it's just not good. It's not a good situation. They're working on a few different types of vaccines, and I think they're having varying results. But how about what it's done to people mentally?
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough talk about that. I think people are not considering what it's like. You work from home, you stay here, you eat here. It's all like, it's crazy. I'm really not like miserable about it. Like I'm kind of fine about it. Probably more fine than most people are.
Yeah.
But I think what played into that Khamzat Chimaev situation was a depression situation, something where he was just emotionally fucked up from continuing to be told probably that he can't fight. He has to wait till he heals.
Yeah.
That there's no timetable on these situations when your lungs get back to regular.
Right.
But whatever the fuck is going on with country and all that, and I mean that's a crazy twist to all this.
I mean, it could fuck with your mental day in, day out. Just gotta stay strong, man. That's it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, but the guy was, talking a lot of shit. And I think that plays into it too. It's all a mind game thing, like talking all that shit and having to get canceled a couple times like this. One thing I gotta say, whatever, call me a hater. These Dagestan and Russian fighters and all them, like, they are obviously, many of them are great, but they all have this very slick tendency of figuring out a way to fight like once a year and just keep that allure going for as long as possible. And I mean, even Khabib, who I'm not even trying to question his greatness, but he, fought once or twice a year. I don't know. 32 years old, he's retired. This guy's talking about slapping everybody within fucking 30 pounds of him up or down. Now he's retired.
Well, I'd love to hear the backstory to what led to this decision. But I mean, more information will come out, bro. We'll see.
From what Dana said, he was just emotional. He said something he didn't mean. Dana hopped on there and talked him down real quick.
Emotional about what?
Because he probably is still fucked up from the COVID situation. Although this is all murky too, because remember that video we watched of him going to like an event after coming back to his country after the first cancellation? That was weird. I don't know. Something's weird about all of this.
Yeah, it all seems a little weird.
Yeah, but I mean, I hope to see him fight again. Whatever's going on, I hope he gets that worked out. We can't speculate too much because, who knows with all these crazy people that we're talking about. Oh, man. So is that it for Combat Sports on Saturday night? I believe so, right? I believe so.
Oh, well, I mean, you had that other thing going.
No, that was it.
You had that other. Come on, you got to give it a couple.
No, that was it.
We talked about it last week. You got to pay a little attention to it. There was that other thing that went on.
Who paid attention to it? Who? Nobody.
I'm saying you didn't catch
nobody.
The highlights.
What was it? Catch the highlights.
Canelo was out there.
Check my social media. I caught the highlights.
Canelo was out there sparring with some guy.
What a fucking joke. The shame about it is that I really like Canelo, and I actually think he's great.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck what you say. The fix has been in from the beginning. Triple G won the first fight.
Very true.
Don't believe that? Suck my dick.
Very true.
First fight.
You guys blamed me, but it wasn't my fault.
Yes, it was. Second fight, it was a draw. I agree. They gave it to Canelo.
Yeah.
The guy's been getting the rub from the beginning. You know why? Because during those fights, Triple G was already in his mid-30s. It was too late to make tons of money off of him.
Right.
These fucking promoters. People talk all this shit about Dana White. Dana White is a fucking angel compared to these cock-sucking promoters in boxing. My God, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, bum, cocksucker. These are guys who sell you Rolexes out of the fucking inside of their jacket in the alleyway. Right?
Very true.
Like, fuck these guys, man. I honestly, one thing I really hope for in the future is that Dana White and Zuffa, they flirted with it a little bit, but get into boxing. Let's see it run like the UFC is run. How awesome would that be? I still love boxing, but nah, man, this is some bullshit. Like, that was some absolute bullshit.
Oh, it was a crock of shit. Didn't even waste my time throwing it on. Yeah, from what I seen, it looked like he was just sparring in there.
From what I seen, it looked like he was the Houston cheating ass Astros beating on a garbage can, trying to signal to people on the sideline what pitch was coming. That's what it looked like to me. I saw nothing but a garbage can and watching him beat on it. It was ridiculous. You know, I mean, I hate to be so disrespectful to the other guy, but then again, I don't.
Right.
Because this is some horse shit.
He got paid. He could take it.
Paid. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll go fight Canelo for the belt next week if that's what it takes. Whatever. Who cares? Yeah, obviously he'll beat my ass, but he just did the same thing to that guy. Who cares?
Yeah, very true. I'd take that. I'd take that money.
Coming off a loss. Nobody, like, come on. And you know what's crazy? He already has his next fight scheduled, which actually looks like
you already know.
It might be a little bit of a banger against Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah.
But
exactly. Is that official?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they announced it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they announced it before the fight even concluded on Saturday. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, depend upon if they're smart enough to book it on a day when the UFC isn't doing anything, then maybe they'll get my time. But
as we know, he's on his pursuit of the 4. This is how they refer to it: the 4 recognized belts of super middleweight.
Oh,
which isn't middleweight. Each of them get 4.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
In case you were wondering.
All right.
You need a fucking Excel sheet.
You need a clean sweep.
I mean, they just give them to everybody. Just think about that. That's like it's like in the UFC. It's like Khabib, Conor, Dustin, and Gaethje all being the lightweight champ.
That's just great. So who is it?
What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. So what you should do is pin them guys up against each other.
What a fucking shame.
Never happened.
We still haven't seen Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Of course we haven't. And maybe one day when one of them are way too old for it to be as competitive as it should be.
Nope.
Just like all of them, right? Manny Floyd.
That could be the undercard for the Jake Paul fight or whatever.
Wow. Asshole.
That was a disrespectful shot.
Yeah, fuck him.
But fucking facts. Fucking facts. Boxing's dead, man. Boxing's dead.
It's over, man.
Not for nothing. Canelo looks like a little bulldog. I think he could probably wrestle a little bit too. I just get a feeling.
All right, yeah. Try it out. But yeah, man, I don't know. From my taste, my time, in my opinion, you're not stealing me from a UFC event to go. Unless you got superstars in there, but it's never going to happen.
You're not stealing me from my microwave while I'm making popcorn.
Sheesh.
To watch that bullshit that was on last Saturday.
Well, no. Yeah.
I'll watch some fights, obviously, and they wouldn't even think to put it up against, like a Conor McGregor fight or even another big UFC fight. They wouldn't even think about it anymore because they know what's up.
True.
And they're money-hungry, grubbing pieces of shit. They don't care that they're keeping their fighter delayed to sit there for an extra hour that he wasn't expecting before his fight. And what that could do to his career in a sport where you can't even barely lose more than once or you're screwed. They don't care. They say sit on the couch and wait for the UFC to end because we need as much viewers as we can. I get that the dollars are funneled that way, but it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't mean destroy your sport for it. Fuck that. On to bigger, better, and greater things. This is why I love the fucking UFC. UFC 259. Holy shit.
We are in store for a great night. I don't care what we've been saying about all these other ones. This is the one.
You always think that they're going to be pretty good. And I know that, when high expectations are involved, sometimes there could be some disappointment. And we've seen that, especially with heavyweights. Yeah. But nah, this card, come on. As long as everything, knock on wood, stays healthy, everybody stays healthy and no stupid shenanigans or weight issues.
Yep.
This is a fucking banger, man. Wow.
It's set to look good, man. First up, we got Dominic Cruz and Casey Kenny.
Very interesting, Cruz is coming off that knockout loss to Henry Cejudo. I think Casey Kenny's on the rise. Obviously, this is a test. I'm not even saying they're necessarily just feeding Cruz to the wolves just yet. I think they may be a test for both of them in some sense. Obviously, if this kid gets through Cruz, that's it. That's the propeller he's going to need. And if Cruz can bounce back, I think he's right back where he was, and he's in the conversation. I don't know, man. I don't want to doubt a guy like Dominic Cruz because I don't think losing to Cejudo is indicative of fighting some of these other guys in the division.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But with that being said, I don't know. I just feel like there's too much focus on other things. And I've noticed it with every guy who's done the commentary for the UFC that's still actively fighting.
Exactly.
Really go look at it.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier is heavy in it when he loses both fights to Stipe. Paul Felder has not done well in his last few fights while being a commentator. I just don't like it. I think it puts too much focus out there, and I think Casey Kenny gets it done.
Yeah, man. I like Casey Kenny. Casey Kenny had a very active 2020. He did have the one loss to my guy Marab, but that's not a bad thing. Marab he's got plans for himself.
Oh yeah, Marab is big time. Watch out for Marab.
Yeah, definitely. This might be the fight to send Dominic to the announcers table for good, bro.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, man. I think so.
The one thing I know about Dominic is he won't sit around if he's not in it. You know what I mean? He's not going to be one of these guys who, I think this fight he accepted because he wants to prove a point. At least he believes he's going to.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
But if he loses, he's not really in it anymore. And Dom Cruz is not here to continue doing prelim fights. Come on.
Right.
You know?
Casey, yeah. And I like that he said his ego isn't too big for that. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's crazy when you see Dom Cruz on a prelim. I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah. First fight on the prelim.
I mean, that's crazy, but I don't know. I like Casey Kenny. I think it'll be by decision because it's really hard to finish Dom Cruz.
I got him the same way.
All right. I mean, that's a hell of a way to kick it off. I love it. It's going to be a great fight. Moving along. This is very interesting. The Khabib protege, Islam Makhachev, going up against Drew Dober.
Yeah, man.
Of course, this is what they'll say. But word coming from that gym is that he's the next guy.
Really?
Oh, he's the next guy. Like they say this guy, like Daniel Cormier says it, Javier Mendez says it. I frankly haven't even really actually heard Khabib say it. Like I know that's Khabib's main man.
Yeah.
But I've heard it more from the other guys over there at his gym.
So I guess we should be in store for a treat, huh?
Listen, AKA thinks that's the next guy to bring a belt home.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's what I'm hearing.
I don't know, man. He hasn't fought since 2019. So
True. He's only got one loss in his career. He got knocked out once in the first round.
Yeah.
He's on some streak. Of course, he's a pullout merchant too. That's what these guys do. They fight once or twice a year. They wrestle, dominate somebody, then they rest up the rest of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, but that's what they do. I mean, they're dominant. I get it. I don't think Islam Makhachev is Khabib.
Right.
I really don't. I think he is very good. I think he wins this fight. I think he probably wins it by sub just to prove a point. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at that, but I'm taking Drew Dober to put him to sleep.
I love it. I love it. I love the pick.
Yeah.
Listen, Drew Dober's tough as fuck.
Yeah.
Can't sleep on him.
Spent 2020 knocking everyone out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good pick. I get it. And I thought about it. I'm not trying to underestimate Drew Dober because that wouldn't be a smart move.
Right.
I don't know. I think he gets it done. He's rested long enough.
Yeah.
You know, he pulled out of his last, 2 fights or something.
Right.
So we'll see. I think when he gets to the top, though, he's going to be surprised.
Yeah.
I think Dustin Poirier would beat the shit out of him right now.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I agree.
Straight up. I think he would. And I think Michael Chandler would fuck him up, too. That'd be a good one. I'd like to see that.
That'd be a good one, too.
Drew Dober, is that your underdog of the night? Because that's pretty big, right?
Nah, man. I'm kind of like mixed up, bro. I gotta go check that line because my underdog was Aljo, but shit, that's even money. Nah, because I'm not.
That's wild.
That's wild, right? They know.
Wow. That's
they
wild,
know.
man.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
but they know. Who's next?
So not Drew Dober, who's a big underdog. You'd be doing some. You know what? See, you know what I find funny about you?
What's up?
You take your picks, right? And you could have like 2 underdogs on there, and I feel like this happens pretty frequently.
I've got 3.
One will be
I've got 3 this card.
One will be a plus 300, and one's plus 115. And you do this slick thing where you like to try to grab these easy 3-pointers, where you take the guy barely an underdog at like plus 115 over taking any risk whatsoever.
Bro, you're throwing up shots from half court. I want that corner 3, baby.
You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Let's go.
How the fuck you take Drew Dober and that's not your underdog of the week?
It's not. Even
this guy.
We got other fights going on.
Oh, so you're gonna take some bullshit ass even money fight and you're gonna call that your underdog of the week?
Nah, that's
when
not
you got a
underdog.
massive underdog in Drew
Everybody
Dober
knows. If we recorded this last week when nobody knew, I could have stole it. Everyone knows now.
Unbelievable.
We'll get to it. Come on.
Thiago Santos returns. Thiago Santos returns.
Hammer chest.
Against Alexander Rakic, I think.
Rakic.
Listen, we butchered some fucking names last week, but you know what?
Last week was horrible. It was a learning lesson Saturday night.
You know what? It's okay because I proceeded to watch the most recent episode of the Believe You Me podcast with Louis J. Gomez and Michael Bisping. And I'd like to point out that I am a big fan of Michael Bisping. Big fan. I'm a Michael Bisping guy. Michael Bisping and Louis J. Gomez fucked up multiple people's names on this same card, but their episode came after the card aired.
Oh, damn.
And Michael Bisping is a fucking broadcaster for the UFC. So I'll just point that out too. And they fucked up all the names. More names than we did.
Good.
They fucked up all the names. So fuck that. Whatever. It happens. I'm not fucking John Anik. I'll say that a million times. I try my best. But sometimes I can't pronounce some of these fucking guys' names. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Thiago Santos. Another one of the, I didn't lose to John Jones that badly. And if he didn't separate my knee from both my knees from all the cartilage in my body, I would have won.
Loser.
But he did, and you didn't. So what the fuck does that mean? Alexander Gustafsson and fucking Dominic Reyes. It means dick. That's what it means. So stop resting on that loss that wasn't as bad as you thought it was. My man fucked all your knees up.
Yeah.
Knees were gone.
Gotta get over that. I don't know, man. He looked really good in that UFC Embedded, that first episode. He looked like he's ready, do his thing this weekend.
But Glover fucked him up.
Oh yeah, he did.
Glover fucked him up.
Oh yeah, he did, bro.
Straight up. Glover fucked his ass up.
Yeah, man.
And I don't like that. I don't like where I'm telling you, these guys, they fucking lose to John Jones, and the media plays up that like, oh man, that wasn't as bad as we've seen him destroy people in the past. So this guy must be pretty good.
Yeah.
These fucking guys just go off of all that fake confidence instead of focusing on adapting and fixing what went wrong.
Yep.
Oh, I can repeat that and almost beat John Jones. Maybe next time I'll get the card 3-2. Like, fuck that.
Nah.
Fuck that.
Nah, because John Jones is coming out harder and stronger.
Yikes!
That was wow. Rakic.
Yeah.
I'm taking him by decision.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be an exciting fight. I'm hoping for an exciting fight. I'm hoping Thiago Santos doesn't stand out there and he throws out that timid performance that we've seen this past Saturday night. But
oh my god,
I think Rakic could use a little bit of height, a little bit of reach advantage, and he should be able to squeeze out a win.
I don't give a fuck if they duplicate last week's performance because we've already spoken about Dominic Cruz We've spoken about the next Khabib,
Nope.
right? And we still have 3 title fights to get to.
3
Shit
bangers.
is insane. Shit is
3
insane.
Bangers.
What a card, but
can't wait.
Who'd you end up taking?
I got Rakic by decision.
Moving along. This is one that I battled with all fucking week. But not because I don't have, like, I know with my heart, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't take it with my heart. I believe in my head I am correct as well. But I'm trying to make sure I'm not blinded because I know how much I really like Aljo. But I think that belt's coming home to Strong Island.
Sure.
Peter Yan is just, he's pretty damn good. But, you know, it's funny when you look at their resumes, he really kind of, he just got a title fight before Aljo because, I mean, while it's solid, don't get me wrong, it's solid. In some sense, it's solid.
What?
If you mix up the years, it's solid, I guess.
You better be honest.
No, I mean, look, John Dodson at a time when I think that meant more than it does today.
Please.
Jimmy Rivera.
Tiger Shulman.
At a time where I think it meant more than it does today. Tiger Shulman. Oh, man.
He beat an old-ass Uriah Faber. Continue. And then hit him with the grand finale.
Jose Aldo.
Old-ass fucking Jose Aldo. Fucking worn and beat up Jose Aldo.
Wow, asshole.
Treating him like an old t-shirt. That is
Come on, man. I've been cashing off Yan, bro, but I don't want to hear it. It's Aljo's time, bro.
Yeah, I think so too.
If it wasn't for that bullshit ass fucking knee, he would have got this shot 2 years ago, and he'd be holding the division down.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I feel like Dana White always feels like it's tough for them to put Aljo in this spot because of how memeable that knee is. But you know what? The rear naked over Sandhagen, I think, was just as significant the other way for Aljo.
True. Very true.
That kid was on fire on his way up and has been on fire since.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing here, is that he's been on fire since. And Aljo sliced and diced him, went right through him. And that's the thing. I think Peter Yan is actually very good, but just a little too slow. I think Aljo's faster than him. I think he'll be able to close the distance. And I think he gets a submission. Aljo takes the belt home to Strong Island. Sarah Longo, shout out.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him, man. I'm not jumping off the Funk Master train, baby.
I will fucking lose it in my house.
And you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. No matter what, it's going to be an exciting fight. But, yeah, I just see it going Aljo's way. It's meant to be, bro. It's a long time coming. Like I said, yo, he would have got this shot 2 years ago. He didn't, shit happens.
I want to keep repeating the name.
You live and you learn.
I'm sure he would love to. I'm sure he would love to hear your rant about how he deserves this while you mention the knee 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucked up too. Because Marlon Moraes, while a great fighter, right, it's fucked up to get knocked out and then go home and hear what he sounds like in a post-fight press conference. You're like, oh my God, fucking Mickey Mouse just fucking put me on a poster. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I think people I'm serious. Once he got to the UFC and people started to hear him do more interviews, you notice how people stopped losing to him? It was like, nah, that's it. I can't.
That's fucked up.
I can't. Listen, he sounds like a little bitch. He's a great fighter, but he sounds like an absolute little bitch.
So we both won Aljo, yo. Bring that bell.
Is this your fucking underdog of the night? Which I also have the same pick, but it's barely a fucking underdog, and you're gonna take it like you usually do. You fucking you scamming this game, right?
Not at all, bro. Yo, my lead is legitimate.
All right, we'll see.
All right. That's not the underdog. It was a week ago, but I can't now.
All right, Bobby Shmurda, relax. That's trademark. Don't get us kicked off YouTube.
Bobby. Yo, shout out Bobby Shmurda, man. Glad to see he's home.
Yeah, man, for real. Shout out to being about it, I guess, huh?
Staying 10 toes down.
Listen, man, not many people actually do it. That's the funny part. You see how weird it looks? Come on, tell me that shit don't look weird. This isn't a music podcast, but tell me it just don't feel weird. Like, yo, he actually did the time, stayed for longer for his man.
He just showed you that he just showed you that that's how it should be done. Fucking little rainbow bitch.
Yikes!
Oh my god. Anyway,
dude, let's go. Anyway, yo, let's go.
Don't ruin the
next
fucking
fight
great
up.
card. Fucking anyway, the GOAT. Yo, I just want to let it be known. And I want to say this up front. Amanda Nunes is not just the GOAT of women's MMA. Amanda Nunes is the GOAT. She's the GOAT. She's the best ever. The head she has on her mantle, the greatest fighters to ever do it.
Right.
Uncomparable. And how she finished them all. I'm talking knocking out Holly Holm, beating Ronda Rousey literally out of the sport.
Yep.
Except like we watched Ronda Rousey get through girls in under a minute.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes actually came to the schoolyard and was like, "You need to go to a different school starting tomorrow." And Ronda was like, "Say less."
Yeah, man.
I'm out.
Yep.
So Amanda's the GOAT. Cyborg. Knocking out Cyborg is actually the craziest moment I've ever witnessed live in terms of MMA and the UFC.
That was the one that did it for me, bro. That was the one that did it. You already know how I feel about Cyborg. That's a whole nother type of animal and monster. Eviscerated her.
Crazy. I mean, that was the Aldo knockout. While you know how hype and how much I was with Conor, thinking he would definitely beat him. The way it happened was astonishing. Right. But that, and I don't know, I still think though, I could not believe what I was seeing. Not even that Amanda couldn't win the fight, but the way she did.
Yeah.
To knock her the fuck out on like a walk-off too. Like overhand, like turn around, like, yeah, give me both my belts.
Right.
What?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty much on the same page, but is there a way Megan Anderson wins this fight?
I'm going with Megan Anderson as my underdog of the week.
What?
Holy shit!
Why?
Listen.
What the
Amanda is amazing. She's the GOAT. But this is MMA. Everybody loses, and there's a couple things I've noticed. I've been watching the countdown. I've been watching Embedded.
Uh-huh.
I always do, especially for a big card like this.
Okay.
They literally have an under 1-year-old baby in their house.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy. And imagine trying to do a fucking training camp during that. Imagine when you need to be getting the proper sleep, that a baby is crying at 3 o'clock in the morning, waking you up. Now, in every other aspect of life, this is something you just do because obviously becoming a parent is amazing. I just have a feeling, and listen, I know some people have kids. I don't like kids and MMA fighting together. I think fighters are better before they end up having kids.
You think that's going to be the remedy for Megan Anderson?
This is what I think. I think
you're counting on the baby to distract them?
You know what I'm counting on? I'm counting on, not that I think Amanda would ever underestimate somebody, but in some way, yeah, I'm counting on her sort of not feeling as threatened by this fight as she should, because styles make fights, and Megan Anderson, the one thing she brings to the table that no one from my memory, Amanda, has fought is a crazy length.
Right.
Like Cyborg, outside of Cyborg, Megan Anderson is the first true 145-pound girl that Amanda's fighting.
Right.
Like Amanda's also the 135-pound champion. Megan Anderson could not make 135. That's not a shot at her or anything. It's just like her frame.
Yeah.
She's in great shape, but she's a big girl.
Yeah.
She's not making 135. She'd have to cut off a fucking half of her leg. All right, so she's big, she's long. I think Amanda has just beaten so many people, and if anything, the 145-pound division is so like, oh, who gives a fuck? Watch a little of the countdown. Really pay attention to Amanda. I think she's loving having the child.
Yeah.
And from everything I saw on social media, she was. Until I started seeing where she's trying to start the camp.
Okay.
And I think it's just something that's affecting her. I think she could also not feel as threatened by Megan Anderson because it's not like she's some like knockout. She's not Cyborg, you know? So maybe she feels a little bit like, oh, I could get through this one easy. Okay. I don't have to cut weight. It's just not a good dynamic. And I think I should get more than 3 points for this.
I was just about to say, bro, because I'm going the opposite way. I'm totally taking Amanda Nunes, and there's
strengthens my argument.
No,
stronger.
hey, you take whatever vibes you want, send them, because it ain't happening, bro. It's not happening. I'm taking Amanda Nunes. Let's get spicy. I'm gonna call it a sub. Megan Anderson wins. You get a 5-pointer, bro. Mark it. 5-pointer. She's like a +5, or I think she
plus
might
1,000.
No, she's plus 700.
Man, I don't know. I know it's a long shot. I just have a feeling Megan Anderson's been completely written off, and when that happens, I think everybody does it, and they tend to make a mistake. It's very reminiscent of Holly Holm versus Ronda.
Shit, that would be an upset like no other.
And I think Amanda kind of says to herself, you know, she could always still go back and defend the 135. Would it be so bad? I think, truthfully, she wants to spend more time at home, too. Yeah. That's another thing you have to think about, right? People have been in this pandemic this whole time. Maybe it's not that the baby's up all night and that's bothering her. Maybe it's bothering her that she has to focus on a training camp right now in these precious moments of that baby's life when it's very young.
True.
Because that could be very hurtful, too.
But if she's feeling like that, she'll whip her ass and then give up the belt.
And I was going to say, well, I know she throws hammers, like, she's still a human being, and that could be affecting her a little bit, though. So I get it. It could also work against Megan. You're right. She could probably hurt her, but I don't know. I think she's going to land like a head kick from some distance, and I think it's going to rock Amanda down, and she finishes her by TKO.
There you go. That would be spicy.
Yeah, I get the feeling. I get a strong feeling. I don't know.
Okay. Nice. I like it. Mark it.
Listen, man.
That's a 5-pointer. Mark it up.
It's marked.
All right. Marked. Last and final match, baby. Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya.
Holy
Ain't
shit!
Much to say, because if you don't know who these two men are, you lost.
You're not a MMA fan, that's for sure.
Worse than casual.
Another one. You know what makes this card so great? Not only that it has these names and 3 title fights and all these bangers that we think should be great fights.
Yeah.
It's that they're kind of hard to pick.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I get that most people are with Amanda. Outside of that one, I mean, Dom Cruz, Casey Kenny, that's a tough one. I think the Aljo Peter Yan is up in the air. I think Jan Blachowicz has gained a lot of fucking respect in the last year or so. I've definitely been on that. You know, like, I agree. He deserves the respect.
He been handing out that Polish power.
Yeah, absolutely. Dominic Reyes, like I said, man, he believed he was the uncrowned champ. He was wrong.
Yep.
He was wrong. Somebody should check on him. Because
he beat up your boy, Corey Anderson. That's your people's.
Don't mention Corey Anderson. I hate Corey Anderson. I'm going to bleep his name. I fucking hate him.
Your man, Jacare Souza.
Jan was up and down. Did you hear this weird story where he found a guy who hung himself in the woods, and before every fight since that's happened, he goes back to the woods and touches the rope, and then it's brought him some sort of luck, like he wanted to make a necklace or a bracelet out of the rope.
He's an extra type of special, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so offensive to so many communities. I don't know, man. I don't want to keep sleeping on him, and I like the underdog aspect of it. And truthfully, well, if I could go with Megan Anderson, I could go with Jan. Right. But nah, I don't see it. I think Izzy fucks him up.
Yeah.
You know what it is, man? He's too slow. That size matters in a lot of cases, but what's Jan gonna do? Is he gonna take him down and Khabib him? No. Why do you think Izzy, and I'm not just trying to suck Izzy's dick, because why do you think he came to the fight when Jan won the belt and John Jones left? And I'm not saying he's scared of Jones. I think he wants to fight John Jones eventually. But he knew John Jones would take him down and fuck him up.
Right.
Now, Jan's much bigger than him, but is Jan going to take him down and fuck him up?
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah, no way. No, nobody thinks so.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. right? He's going to try to hit him with one of them crazy shits. And don't get me wrong, if he hits him with one of those crazy shits, we saw what happened at the end of his kickboxing career. He could go stiff.
Yeah. And that's what I'm banking on, baby. Underdog of the week, baby. Let's go. That Polish power coming through. Sleep.
Crazy.
I mean,
is he actually the underdog? Is he? I'm sure he is. Obviously, it's just weird that it's for his belt.
It's crazy, right? I don't know. Not much respect on Jan's name, but that's not a problem, bro. Go out there and showcase something.
Yeah, I think Izzy fucks him up.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, he's just too fast. He's too fast. I don't even think he's gonna come in that big. I don't think you're gonna see like, oh, Izzy at 205 now. He was talking shit today on Ariel Helwani's show saying, watch me weigh in at like 193 for a 205 fight. But I think he's bullshitting on that. He's gonna come in near 205, but I just don't think. I think he's way too fast. And Jan's not gonna try to take him down. Jan's gonna try to strike with him. Let's be real about this. I know that we want to stop underestimating Jan, and I respect that play for the underdog of the week. That one I respect. Aljo, don't be trying to call Aljo the underdog of the week, all right? Because Aljo about to fucking hand this dude a map like he's Dora the Explorer about 2 minutes into this fight, all right? Backpack.
There we go.
But yeah, I like that. It's a shot. It's a shot for sure. But and like I said, he could hit him, man. He could land that shit and fucking.
If he lands it, bro, he might go. He might just go down. But I wouldn't be surprised if Adesanya keeps that distance, shows him that fucking style bender.
I just think Adesanya, after what he did to Paulo Costa, I think his confidence level is at another height.
Oh, don't even bring that fucking excuse of a man up.
Yo, he was drunk with wine.
You
and I think he also had a broken leg,
drunk
right?
with wine.
What are you talking about?
Nah, he said Izzy slipped him something in there.
Nah, bro.
Can't mess with that.
He humped you on live pay-per-view.
Exactly.
He humped you on live pay-per-view.
Yikes!
And you are a fucking professional UFC fighter.
Word, I don't even want to hear all that.
And you got humped in the middle of the octagon.
Should be a good week, good week of fights, man.
You know what I think the plan is? You know what I think the plan is?
What's that?
Adesanya fucks Jan up on Saturday, says, John Jones, you're a bitch. I'm going to give you some time to try to win that heavyweight belt. But when you do, Daddy's coming for you.
Champ.
He wanted to. This is what's going to make him different. I'm telling you. He keeps talking about something that's in the plans with his team that's different from what anybody else ever did. This is it.
Champ.
He gonna try to hold all three of them before he has to give one up. I'm telling you.
That'd be crazy.
Nah, he gonna need the time to rest after this one, which I don't think will be much, but he'll probably want to just vacation. And then, they'll have to do the Stipe Ngannou fight. Jones fights for the heavyweight belt. Boom, boom, boom. If anything, Izzy could defend 205 belt once.
Right.
Because you got to defend it to be a real champion in the division.
Gots to.
And then go for it. And who's really there at middleweight? Who's knocking down the door that he needs to not hold up the division?
Right. Yeah. They
He's
could
fucked
do a little
everybody
bit of
up.
Exactly.
Fuck everybody up. It's over. Yeah. Paulo Costa does not deserve another title shot unless he goes on a fucking 7-fight win streak.
Yeah. And attends a 30-day drinking program.
Yo. Big shot Bob. Holy shit. That was big. Oh, that was hilarious. That was a good one. That was a fucking good one.
Let's get it. Good. Yo, UFC 259 should be a banger. Get your tickets. Man. Order that pay-per-view.
My man here will be celebrating his birthday that weekend. Enjoy yourself. Watch the fights. Exciting night of fights on Saturday. Hopefully everything goes through. Knock on wood 1,000,000 times. I wanted to talk quickly about the prospect of New York basketball, man.
Yo, we spoke a little bit about it earlier. Yo, the Garden was rocking.
Yeah, man.
And straight respects, we're not even going to start with the Nets. The Garden was rocking. The Knicks is doing it.
I appreciate that. That's respect right there. That's respect. I mean, because clearly the Nets are also fucking dominating on another level.
Yeah.
But if you tried to tell me that the Knicks were going to be at any point, and I'm not trying to get overhyped. It's early stuff. Not early, really. I mean, it's almost halfway through the season.
Yes.
It's only 72 this year, so.
Exactly.
And we're right now we're at 35, so we're almost halfway.
Yo, March. We're in March, and Knicks basketball is relevant.
The 4th seed right now in the East.
Yeah.
The 4 alone, a half a game up, but alone.
Coach Tibbs got them playing ball.
I hope they don't get burnt out.
Right.
It's one thing I'm concerned about.
Yeah, that's important. And he's known for that. But these are young guys.
You know what? Let's be real here. This is not the year where they're going to win a championship.
Who expected that?
No, but it's not obviously, But I'm just saying that's why. Who cares? Burn them the fuck out. They all need that because then when it matters, they'll be ready.
Right.
But shout out to fucking Julius Randle. Put some fucking respect on that guy's name.
Put some respect on my name.
I don't give a fuck what you say. He's a fucking MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Does he deserve the MVP? I don't know. But you tell me, who else? You just tell me this, right? Answer this question. Coming into this year, if I told you the Knicks have a player who's leading them to the 4 seed in the East, they would be MVP candidates, right? If LeBron came to the Knicks and they were 18 and 17 and in the 4 seed right now, without a fucking doubt, he'd be the MVP. We wouldn't be hearing no arguments anywhere.
Yeah, man. Julius.
I'm not saying he deserves to win it because obviously we know one of the players on either the Nets or the Lakers or whatever is going to win. But I think he deserves a couple votes.
Yeah.
Just a shout out, just a mention. He has fucking killed it. He definitely deserves most improved player.
I can see that.
Unless you want to consider James Harden since he's come from the Rockets. But that's all in this year, so I don't think that's...
Oh, I've been hearing so much James Harden hate. It is disgusting. Some of you radio people need to get a life and just own up to the fact that you hate yourselves and stop spreading so much damn hate on the other people. Because the hate I had to listen to today about James Harden, my man is catching triple doubles every other night.
He's great.
Another triple double last night. No turnovers.
Here's the only thing. Pretty validly, people who vote on individual awards in this generation have, I believe, justifiably decided to factor things like this in when they decide who's the MVP and who deserves individual awards.
Right.
I'm not saying you got to be by yourself, like the LeBron and Anthony Davis. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. How could you not love that?
Yeah.
But like this summer, they're trying to go get Kawhi. That was gross. Have some fucking self-respect. Okay? That's why Steph Curry won back-to-back MVPs and one time unanimous. But as soon as Kevin Durant came over there, neither him nor Kevin Durant got any respect in the MVP voting any longer. I'm sorry. I get it. If you listen, it doesn't matter, right? Individual awards, traded for the championships, fine. I just think the championships don't matter as much. Like KD, he'll say, oh, yeah, I won an MVP in Oklahoma City, but I won championships for the Warriors. Yeah, but like, can you really sleep in there?
Right. I mean, he definitely can.
Because he's a snake. But
so fucked up.
But I don't know. The one question I have about the Nets, not to be a hater, because obviously, man, if you're just a fucking basketball fan,
right?
How could you not like to watch them? I fucking hate Kyrie Irving, but I have never disrespected his basketball skill.
Right.
I've always spoke on that while saying that he was cancer of the asshole.
Yep.
That he's a great basketball player, though. It's beautiful to watch, and James Harden is nice.
Kevin Durant, the offensive side, because I tell you something, watching these dudes play defense is like, it hurts my heart.
I don't know. I didn't want to say that because I figured it would be looked at as, oh yeah, Knicks homer. Because the Knicks are wait. Don't step on this. The Knicks are number 1 in defensive points allowed in the NBA.
So yeah. Shout that out. Word.
How about that?
Yep.
But I don't think it matters. Nobody can outscore the Nets. Nobody could truly outscore them 4 times in a 7-game series. You just can't.
We'll see. It'll be interesting to see. I love them. And I want them to go far. But come playoff time, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how many of those 7 games all 3 of those guys play.
See, there's my question. I know I'll be called a hater, but I just want to
say
know.
it for you, bro.
Because I said from the beginning,
truth.
Trade Kyrie for James Harden, straight up. Everybody go their separate ways. And my God, watch how many championships you guys win. Because I tell you something,
though. I tell you something. I'm pretty glad that didn't happen now because I mean, where's KD?
Yeah, but do you need him right now?
Because we have the two. What if it was just Harden? You definitely wouldn't needed him out there.
You could be the Rockets. I mean, the Rockets still won 50 games a year. What you don't want is you don't want it to be just Kyrie. This is why I think the Nets will at least make it to the NBA Finals. I haven't decided yet if I think they'll win it. Kyrie Irving will definitely be hurt during the Eastern Conference Finals. And because he'll be out, James Harden and Durant will definitely lead them to the finals. But I think that's where it all gets interesting.
That Kyrie slander. You let it happen before you start dishing it out. You're starting to sound like some of these radio personalities.
It happens every year.
We'll see. We'll see, bro.
We'll see. I know. Maybe if he keeps saging.
Yikes! Bring it on.
I don't know, man. I think it's amazing to watch. We haven't gotten to see much of the three of them, though. And I'm just curious. I just want to see what that looks like because I think it's all good and well right now because it is only two of them. And two is enough. You could get each of you 30. No problem.
Yeah.
But I want to see when, it's game 6 of a playoff series, game 5 of a playoff series, you can close it out and Kyrie takes that shot and leaves Kevin Durant on the sideline. See, I think James Harden will be all right with it right now.
Yeah.
Because he came last. And I think he knew, like, fuck it. I was just fucking dragging my dick in Houston, so I'm going to come here and just be humble and get my image back at least to people to like me. And he's been balling. And he's fucking great. Not for nothing. And, side note, how fucking stupid are the Rockets for not saying, fuck where everybody wants to go. We're trading you to Philly for Ben Simmons. Like, they've lost, like, fucking 17,000 games in a row. They're terrible. They're fucking terrible.
They had that hot little streak, like,
what did they get for him?
Episode 2 and 3, but
what did they get for James Harden? Because they flipped dude for Victor Oladipo. Holy fuck! If the Knicks trade for Victor Oladipo and send anyone from this current team, I will fucking never speak about them again.
I heard them talking about that trade.
Get the fuck out of here. Where has that guy been? What? He had one fucking decent half a season in Indiana a couple years ago.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Fucking demanding trades around the league? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck that.
He's trying to make his way to go play with Giannis.
That team's tanking too. Giannis is so out of there. But how could Houston not have taken Ben Simmons from Philly? They say that was really on the table, man. That was so dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
That was so dumb. But whatever, it is what it is now. It's crazy to see. Obviously, they're great. I love what I'm seeing from my Knicks. At least it's exciting to watch basketball this deep into the season.
Right?
It's still fuck the Nets all day.
Damn, son, the slander.
I look forward to seeing them lose because they can't stop giving up 149 points to the Wizards.
Yo, they play the Knicks next week, bro. We'll see.
Knicks are different, bro. Knicks are scrappy. Better watch out.
Yo, come put up 138. Y'all can do it.
And not scrappy like Marcus Morris, where 12 million of my 15 million is just for me to literally start fights on the court with people. But scrappy like, yo, you ain't getting no easy baskets in this lane. We kicking people with Achilles problems. We don't care if you're on the mend. We don't care if you're on the mend. We're going to give you a little bumps. We're going to keep hitting you, you know? We're going to play our starters 47 minutes. 47 of them. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. Tom Thibodeau lives in Armageddon.
Yeah, I agree.
Like tomorrow, what are you talking about? I'm going to die in my sleep. We're winning this game tonight.
Yep.
This game matters to me. And you know what? It might burn them out, but I think it's also earning them some respect. They're kind of following the Nets model. And I'm not looking for these stars anymore. I like who we have. I love Quickly. I love Randall. Obviously, we need some more talent to lead the way here, but I like what they're doing right now. How could you not want to join up with them? As long as we don't take fucking 4 of them and trade them for someone, just keep them.
Yeah, that'll be big.
You know what I mean? There's no one player who's going to take the Knicks right now from where even the 4 seed to beating a team like the Nets or the Lakers.
Right.
Not one player. No way. They need a little more seasoning on these young players, plus maybe 1 or 2 of like the top guys down the road eventually. Watch out for Dame Lillard, yo. I'm glad I'm putting this on the pod because I just always had a feeling Dame Lillard was going to play for the Knicks one day. Coolest thing that could really happen, though, is us seeing each other in the playoffs and seeing the Knicks defense trying to shut down all that shooting.
I already told you, man. The 1 seed sees the 8 seed. So
what you trying to say, bro? We ain't looking at no fucking 8 seed, and not for nothing, you ain't the fucking 1 seed.
Not yet.
You ain't the 1 seed. So what? You know what's closer? You know what's closer? You dropping one more, and us dropping one more, and going against each other at the 4-5.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't want to get too optimistic about the Knicks. Yeah.
Let's not get too crazy over there on that side.
And fuck the Nets anyway, because karma will always be against them because they're trying to cheat. That's it.
Okay. I feel
That's it. It's always the Knicks town. Did you see them roaring through the fucking streets because the Knicks got one game over 500? Do you realize that you have 3 of the greatest players of all time in Brooklyn, and you couldn't get the fucking hot dog man to stay outside until the game is over in front of Barclays?
Yeah, man.
Stop it. Yeah. What would just one of them be if they came to the Garden? These motherfuckers were tearing the streets of Manhattan up the other night because the Knicks went 18-17 and got to the 4 seed.
It was lit.
You know what it takes to tear it up in Barclays? It takes fucking Treyway and Tekashi 6ix9ine to start shooting bullets in the hallway.
Okay.
Okay. Fuck the Nets. Knicks town always. UFC 259. Buy Bitcoin. Buy the dips.
There we go.
This shit might seem crazy. It might seem crazy. But to us, it's just the same shit.
Different day, kid.
That's it, baby. Yo.
I'll let you later, my brother.
Love you, kid.
Love you too, kid. Peace.